transport group is extraordinary.
Never seen anything like it, never will.
Unique experience.
So gorgeous and very moving.
Always struck by the elegance of the productions.
Thoroughly artistic.
Courageous, dangerous, different.
Absolute, honest, sheer bravery.
Undoubtedly the best theatrical experience I have in any given year, without a doubt.
One of the most gratifying experiences I've ever had in theater.
I think at the end of every transport group piece, I'm an emotional wreck in a good way because I've been through something.
It kind of knocked the breath out of me.
It's like it went, oh, hit you right in the heart.
I think this must be what it feels like, or what it used to feel like to go to the theater.
We choose plays that deal with American life, that ask, I think, very heartfelt, very sincere, very tough questions of what it is to be an American right now and what it was to be an American in the last century. The pieces should be going after something very, at its core, very human, very emotional. I don't think it's something you can let wash over you. I think you have to participate. I think you have to be present, and I think you have to work, but hopefully it's the good kind of work.
Your first experience is taking your seat and looking at the first character of the piece, which is the set, and saying, okay, there's something really big going on here, and it's like, it's bigger than me.
We minimize props, we minimize set, we minimize costumes, so that you can focus on the story and the characters and what's really happening on an emotional level.
I'll always remember the set of First Lady Suite, always. I've never seen anything like it, never will. How simple it was, how there was practically nothing there, but what was there was precisely what should have been there, nothing more.
The design for First Lady Suite, John Story designed it, and remarkable designer. But I remember walking into the theater and seeing a giant presidential medallion on stage, and I was like horrified. I was like, you can't perform a whole show with 2 chairs on a presidential medallion. And then I saw the first run through, and it blew my mind away how this design had released the opera and had released the music and released the stories in such a beautiful way. It took my breath away.
I get a special place in my heart when I talk about John's story, because the moment I saw the set, I knew he had gotten it right. He'd gotten it so right that it was tremendously emotional for me. And to see the all-white set, it looked like pages of a book that could be turned. And that's how I felt the story of Norma was. It was a turning of pages.
We took the play from the perspective of Sonny Flood, and so we tried to find a child's view of household terror. There were incredible, beautifully and horrifying expressionistic shadows in Lee Kennedy's lighting design.
I think if someone gave Jack a lot of money, he would still choose to do it in a minimalist way, because he has a way of understanding and of illuminating the text.
Music always plays a very big part in transport group productions.
We always talked about, well, how could we bring in music and have it be a strong presence?
Obviously in their musicals that would make sense, but even in their straight plays, in Cul-de-sac certainly, in All the Way Home certainly with the harmonica and the a cappella choral singing.
We decided to use harmonica and to use this kind of a cappella voices and be a central force to the reminding of the audience about this family.
Music plays an extraordinary part in those straight plays, where I think in other productions of those same plays you wouldn't see music have the role that it does have, and I think that's very unique. To be an actor in a transport group production,
you're working at a high level.
You were so much more able to focus on the text and those relationships between those people. So, because you didn't have any dishes or even a chair or a couch.
you know, I wanted props.
No furniture, no props.
I wanted dance routines.
It was just basically 3 chairs.
I wanted outfits.
The only thing you have to count on is the acting and your acting partner.
I wanted prosthetics. I wanted something to be able to cover myself up and not have to do it.
It was a profound experience that I'd never had before.
As an actor, it just feels like you're walking on thin air. You feel like you can explore things, which is something that you just don't get in theater anymore. You just don't get it.
I was glad to have the opportunity and the challenge, because I think it made me better.